students, in the previous video I have gave the introductory part for the projectile given for angular projection and the trajectory we have completed. Now we will see with complete this angular projection. Okay. Now the first thing we have to see in this video is time of the maximum height. Time of h maximum height. Okay, time of maximum height means let this be Tm. We will take it as Tm. Clear? This as Tm. Be the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height. Then at the highest point, vertical component of velocity will undoubtedly be 0. Correct? The vertical component of the velocity, the highest point is undoubtedly 0. Then we can write u sin theta to be v sin theta. Means v at highest point is 0. I told you, as it reaches the height, the velocity decreases with respect to the acceleration due to gravity. So at the highest point it is 0. Here velocity of the vertical component is 0. Then we can write 0 equals to u sin theta minus gtm. How this equation has came? See, v equals to u plus at. From this equation we have written this. V means the final velocity, we will take it as. At the highest point is 0. The initial vertical component is u sin theta. Why we are considering only the vertical component over here? Because we are considering only the vertical heights. We are not disturbing the horizontal heights. We are considering only the vertical things. That is the time taken to reach the maximum height. So if you see this projectile I have shown explained in the previous video, the maximum height here. If you see here, as it goes higher, the velocity decreases, the vertical component, but the u cos theta remains the same. Clear? So u sin theta decreases and at the highest point it attains the 0 value. Clear? That's what this is, the maximum height. So we are calculating the time taken to reach this height. Clear? Okay. Now let's continue. U sin theta is the initial velocity which were given. Then minus against the gravity. Then Tm. Okay. How can we write this? We can alter this. Gtm come this side and we finally get Gtm to be u sin theta by g. So the final answer we got it. Clear? Next we will move on to the total time of flight. It is the time taken by the projectile from the instant it is projected till it reaches the point in the horizontal plane of its projection. Clear? So again we will come to this diagram. From the starting of this projectile till the end of this projectile, what time has been elapsed? That is what the time of flight. Clear? So let write it. Time of flight. Clear? Let's take it as TF, total time for the flight. The net vertical displacement covered during the time of flight is 0. Means at final point the vertical distance is 0. In the distance, as the velocity goes increasing to the height also increases. As the velocity coming down, see here, the velocity as reaching the heights decreases. Correct? But the height increases while it attains the maximum height and comes down. the velocity, vertical velocity increases but the height decreases. At the maximum point the total height is 0. That's what. So we will write the equation as the net vertical displacement covered during the time of flight is 0. The vertical distance at the time of flight is 0. So 0, we will write the equation as 0 equals to u sine theta Tf minus half g Tf square. How I got this equation? Children, imagine one. You should think and you might have got the answer right now. It's absolutely the displacement relation equation of the laws of motion. So S equals to ut, u sine theta, time of flight Tf, half minus sine because against the gravity, and g Tf square. Then we will, if we alter this equation, we get the final equation as Tf to be 2u sine theta by g. How you get this? This u sine theta and Tf remains over here itself. Okay, remains here itself, and I am taking this to the left side. This minus sign changes to plus, and half GTF square. And then if we alter the equation, 2 has go up and the g has come down, and 1t cancel, we get the final equation. Okay, next, we don't want to waste the time. We can you find the relation between these two? That is, the Tf is 2 times of Tm. Okay, shall we write it as Tf is 2 times of Tm. So this relation should be remembered always. Now let's move on to the maximum height of the projectile. It is the maximum vertical distance attained by the projectile above the horizontal plane of projection. So again comes to the place maximum height. It is the maximum height. This maximum height we are finding. That's it. Okay. Now at the maximum height, okay, vertical component of velocity is 0. Absolutely, we have seen in the trajectory of projectile, and the maximum time of height also. The vertical distance, maximum vertical distance, the velocity is 0. Then we can write the equation as v square equals u square, v square minus u square equals to 2as. This equation is what using v here. V square is 0. At the maximum height, the v square will be 0. V, the final velocity will be 0, as I told you already. 0 square minus u sine theta, the whole square, equals to 2 minus g we will take as against the gravity, and then the maximum height, let we take it as hm, maximum height hm. If we alter this equation, remove 0 and take this u sine square theta to that side and 2g hm to this side, and if you alter it, you get hm to be u square sine square theta by 2g. Clear? By 2g we find the maximum height of the projectile. Now let's move on to the horizontal range. What is horizontal range means? Take this diagram, you will get this distance is the horizontal range. Let it take it as r, children, r. Okay, now what will be the horizontal range for a particular theta? That's we will find out. Clear? Wait, let's take it as r. Okay, I told you already, r. It is the horizontal distance traveled by the projectile during its time of flight. So, horizontal range will be horizontal velocity into time of flight. Clear? Horizontal range, absolutely R, will be horizontal velocity into time of flight, TF. This TF. Okay. So, horizontal velocity is u cos theta. Clear? As now we came to the horizontal distance, we are considering u cos theta for the first time. The three equations we did not consider u cos theta, only horizontal range we are taking because we are considering the horizontal distance. U cos theta into TF. What is TF? 2u sin theta by g. Then u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g. This, if we multiply and write, u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g we get. We know the trigonometric equation as 2 sin theta cos theta to be sin 2 theta. Yes, sin 2 theta. Clear? That what we written here. Going to do here. U square sin 2 theta by g. So we got the R value. Children, clear children? If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section. And as the time is more, I thought to complete the projectile in this video, but we have more to see. We will see the rest of the things in the next video and complete surely in the next session. So in this session we have seen how maximum we can clear, that much we have covered here. The next video we will see the rest of things and complete the projectile motion, children. Okay, bye bye children. Subscribe our channel if you like this video.